none of that is real. Hey everybody, my name is Mike Falzone. Welcome to Table Talk, the show that also has a light associated with it, and it's shining on a wall. This is the show where we sit around this round table. We have a round table discussion involving your questions, which you leave in the comment section of this video with the hashtag Table Talk so I could find it, and then I go through and I cut them out and I put them in this bowl. And sometimes Sam does it, and sometimes
Who's doing tags on this shit?
What do you mean tags?
Like tags and like, you know.
Bars?
Yeah.
Sam does a lot of the time. You want to start? You want to start doing a thing?
Yeah, let's go. Let's jump in.
All right.
I'm Sam.
Let's do a show where we do a bunch of these. Let's finish this bowl up, making it exponentially harder for me to come up with a show on Thursday.
If you could design your own Snapchat filter, what would it do?
You would practice your laugh.
That's a good question. That's fucking great. Is that from your stand-up?
Yeah.
Don't do that one because it's gonna go. You're gonna start going up.
I don't want that.
I would hate that.
I want to hit rock bottom, and then someone would be like, you know what? He's got potential.
You know
and
what?
then
You could do worse. And you make it. Sam's in movies now. He's a really good stand-up.
That's all it takes.
What if Sam started doing stand-up tomorrow and he's better than both of us instantly?
And all of us, and kills all of us, and we've been like crying over this shit for years.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be this.
Yeah.
I really don't put it past you. Like, I remember there was this one time I remember I was like, I think Sam could be a stand-up comedian, because you had on this jacket and this beanie, and you were sitting right here, and you were just doing jokes, and I was like, you got the itch.
I don't though, but thank you. I don't even a little bit.
I totally believe in you.
I appreciate it.
Stop going to animal shelter and helping out like animals and like start.
Spoilers, I haven't been there in a long time. You know when you reach a point of not going somewhere, no one's asked anything, but I'm like, if I go back, I'm like, there's a chance of being guilted, and I'm like, I've already let them down so much.
Can I help that alone just because we're on a show and we have to be entertaining?
Of course.
Realistically, is it like a dog and cat situation?
It's wildlife.
Oh,
like,
no. Sam will run into like what's the cat that like it's like sounds like a motorcycle coming up?
Oh, bobcat.
Bobcat, what the fuck?
It's like that?
It's a wildlife thing, yeah. Like you hit a deer with your car and you bring the deer there.
I never want to be around something that hurt me like that.
No matter what?
We like take care of baby squirrels and stuff. Like, yeah.
So realistically, there's one squirt like a chipmunk that's like, I wonder where Sam is. And then his eyes well up with little tears.
No.
He's this big.
Yeah, and his tears are half the size of him.
All of those animals are terrified because they don't know what's going on. They've never seen like anything but trees.
Are any of them playful, do you think?
What the babies are, you just try not to put your hands in their mouth or they'll get you.
Yeah, you can't Lenny them. You have to be very, very careful not to Lenny any of the animals.
There's a syllabus, and top of it, don't Lenny them, and they're like, what's that? And then they play part of the movie.
Yeah, first it's like, wear long sleeve shirt, okay, for protection. Next one, don't Lenny the animals.
You don't know what Lenny an animal is.
Didn't Maud Lenny an animal?
Yes, she did.
Maud Lenny'd an animal once.
When she was a kid, there was like a mouse or a hamster in their class, and it ran away from her, and she was like, no, don't leave.
Lenny!
Yeah, Lenny.
That's very sad. That's the most sad thing.
I've never felt anything like that. My mom raised me to be afraid of everything, so way good. Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
Sometimes I see you walking around the office, and I'm like, that kid has never been hurt by anything.
I mean, knock on wood, I'm like so blessed that my mom raised me that to be afraid of everything. Therefore, I don't put myself in situations where I can drown, be run over, or be harmed by an animal. I see that shit 10 miles away and say,
Was driving really scary for you when you were learning how to drive?
Until recently.
That's scary regardless.
Oh my God, I was so scared. I remember I used to always be in the car with friends, and they'd always be like, you're doing this wrong. I'm like, I'm trying not to kill us.
We're still alive. We're doing all right.
We're doing all right. I've learned that it's about like driving. It was hard because it's like something you have to like feel, and like you have to breathe through everything, and like, but I get it now.
Good.
Wait, is that what they taught? Is that what your driving teacher taught you?
Did
No,
you have
I
a
learned
holistic
that.
driving?
I needed that.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand instructions like go left, go right. I'm like, you need to feel it. And
Yeah, feel north.
Okay,
you're gonna wanna
where
bear-
the school is. Just kind of feel it and
Let the car drive itself.
You're gonna want to go up here, put on your blinker, and bear towards your feelings.
if someone had said that to me, it would have made sense.
go ahead and signal over to your feelings. Over
You're gonna take a sharp argument to the right. All right, did we read
was
this
that?
one? Or did you just massacre it?
I forgot what it was.
Something about Snapchat.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Snapchat,
the Snapchat
filter.
filter. You know what would be a funny Snapchat filter? Because so many people make stupid videos while you're driving. And here's the thing, don't make videos while you're driving because none of them are worth how funny they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
None
None
of
of you have ever made a funny video while you're driving and it's unsafe and that was a great launch.
It was almost there. But like none of them are worth what the worst possible conclude. The funniest video you could possibly make is not worth the bet.
You're right. No. Everything you said
come
was
back.
right.
No, come
You have
back.
to come
No,
back.
no,
You
come
made
back.
excellent points. You don't even have to make them again. I understood everything you were saying.
got it.
They got
They got
the
it.
gist.
Oh, see, my mom taught me to
Same
run.
thing with like a
Fight or flight. What? What are you talking about? No. I would make a Snapchat filter that just gave you direction, just random direction.
The direction.
So everyone who has to fucking use their phone while they're driving is like, left. Okay. Well, shit.
we're going.
Yeah.
There's one way, but we're going.
And then you need to live wherever you end up.
I
That's
just
30
tweeted this
seconds.
morning. I want an app on my phone that closes my door for me. Oh my
They have
god.
that.
Do
You
they?
have to fucking rig up your house,
But yeah, you could do that.
I don't
Those
want
little
it.
smart house little things you plug in.
We don't mention that movie. You remember seeing this movie Smart House about the house that takes over and is hella scary?
All the doors closed. It's the
And
worst.
lock.
I had nightmares about that movie for years.
Right, that is what happened. She was like, all right, now I closed all the doors.
I can't watch a door close without thinking of smart house.
It was cool though. She made oranges come out the table and a steak, but then she was like, I'm not opening these doors. I mean, you got a PlayStation in here? We're cool.
Yeah, and you know how that movie ended. Well, I don't have to tell you. I'll tell you because you've
I don't know.
never
I
seen
don't
it.
know.
She was allergic to peanuts, but she accidentally rigged the peanuts to come out every time she said, I could sure use some peanuts. And then her friend was over and they said it, and the peanuts touched her and she died.
Who died?
Is that what happened?
The house died?
No, it seeed too long-winded for it to actually happen.
Wait, I was like, is that what happened? 'Cause she did become a person. She looked like the progressive girl. I love
If you
this.
squint hard enough, everyone kind of looks like,
Like the progressive.
I'm in love with
Like
commercial
Flo.
women. I'm mad at you that you brought the AT&T girl in here.
That's not what I call her.
I call
She
her
has a
that,
name.
and I met her, and I'm still gonna keep calling her the AT&T girl.
Here's why I didn't bring her on with you, because when we went to that party at her house, you were like, oh, I have such a crush on this girl. And you don't say that when you're on the way to somebody.
No, and I really just sat in her house like I don't know everything about her.
Hey, that's my friend Will. He's gonna smell everything in your house. I'm really sorry.
No, it's a really hard job to pretend that you don't know everything about the person. It's a very difficult thing.
I can never go to your MySpace page and then go to your house.
Yeah, and act like I don't know everything on your Wikipedia.
Right, act like I don't know your favorite song, even though it opens up as soon as I type in your MySpace. What would your Snapchat filter say? God, I'm sorry.
Fuck, man.
Sorry, man.
I do a partnership with Domino's or some kind of pizza thing, and like,
Oh, yeah.
and it'd be like your favorite impression with the pizza or some bullshit. But if you do the best one and like you hit the share to your story or whatever, Domino's sees and like, that guy deserves a pizza, and they send a pizza your way.
I like that very much. Instantly win a pizza. And then the notification, that would make me turn on my notifications for
Yeah.
Snapchat. That's the only thing. I'm surprised, has there not been a pizza related filter yet? Because the internet
No,
fucking loves
they
pizza so
didn't.
I
much.
don't believe so. There was one for Taco Bell that turned your whole head into a taco, and I really
remember.
liked that one.
I missed the boat on that.
I would do a filter that like you take a selfie of yourself and it shows you what you actually look like. And that's it.
It turns on your camera.
Yeah, it doesn't like make you like have flawless skin. It shows you, yeah, you look like a fucking human.
Yeah, the one that lets you have flawless skin really tears me up inside.
Especially because I was watching my friend use it and I was like, damn, she's hot now. And she was like, yeah, it's just a filter. I was like, God!
You can't do that. What about one that is like totally normal, but it makes like half of a booger come out of your nose.
Really? I haven't seen
And
that
not
one.
cartoony, just like it looks like it's
No,
right
like
on
a
the
real, like.
Oh, you're making
You
it
want
up.
to tell, yeah. Like you want to tell the person, like, oh, don't post that. I think there's a booger in your nose. That's how good it is.
A realistic bug.
Dude, the one you had today was one of my favorite things. When you made the Magneto one mess up. Did you post that?
Yeah, I did.
That's so funny.
Thank you. It was and there's this one for all like they put out like 9 for X-Men, but for Magneto it like shoves your head inside of like Magneto's full body.
Yeah,
and it
like the
won't
shit
let
is
your
way
head-
too small, but it forces it like a sausage.
and it won't let you like move around a lot, or it like starts to glitch and it like goes away and comes back.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So
Magneto.
Sam is shaking his head, so it looks like Magneto's shaking his head. And then it goes away for a second, so it's just Sam shaking his head. Anywho,
I love mistakes. I love mistakes.
for example, that podcast that we did the other day.
Oh,
that
God.
was a 45-minute mistake. that we
I'm
made.
sorry.
We always kind of say that after the podcast. It's like that was a mistake.
Some of them are good, but they don't feel good. That one was just a mistake.
I agree.
Speaking of mistakes, please read off your 3 most commonly used emojis.
Oh,
Mine I already know. I already
Yeah?
know right off the top of my head. It's the ant emoji. That's number 3. Number 2 is the and you're crying. And then my top one is always gonna be the smirk.
I can see you using the smirk a lot.
A lot.
Is-
I'm a smirky.
I can do most. Okay, so is it down?
Yeah,
Are your most
yeah.
frequently used? Mm-hmm. So I have white person thumbs up, kissy face with a wink with a heart coming
That's
out of his
cute.
mouth. He's either kissing or throwing up a heart. I don't know. Some people like gizzards, and the fire one. I'm always doing every time there's a picture, a little revealing. Every time there's a picture of sneakers on Instagram, I fire all day.
Oh, mine is the heart, the crying, laughing, and the kissing
No, it's
with a
down.
heart. Oh, the heart, the prayer hands, but golden, and the I love the it means
That's
so
a very
much.
you emoji.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what the best one is? I'm not gonna read whatever is here, but the one that is my
Titty
favorite
pictures.
is that one.
Oh, the eyes.
The eyes, the eyes
looking
rolling
up.
up. Yeah,
That
I
was
really
a
like
good
that.
addition.
It's so sassy.
I like
Yeah,
that.
it really is.
I've never seen emoji have so much sass.
So much emotion.
So much sass.
Well, they're emotion G's, so they should have the most.
Oh, that is emotion. Jeez.
Joey Blaine.
Ooh.
Joey Blaine says, "Ooh, this is a good one. I enjoyed this one very much. Would you prefer there to be 1,000 times the spiders in the world, or 1,000 times the flying insects in the world?"
Oh.
And you gotta answer.
Flying.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the flying ones.
Because you could see those coming. But then your car would get all dirty.
But you can put up they put up mosquito nets, then you can keep them out. Spiders, there's no like spider trap.
I'm not trying to live like it's Africa.
Yo, 1,000 times the amount of anything is so many more times than you could imagine.
Yeah.
But they're so tiny. You don't know they're there.
Sometimes I don't even know where you're trying to go. Saying, and I love being
God.
along for the ride.
Do you think you know, like there's like the Earth's crust and like
I've heard of it.
You keep on going and then there's molten lava. Not gonna ask how people even know
Magma,
that.
mantle.
Mantle.
Yeah, is it really called that?
Mantled in the inner and outer core.
Wait, okay, I was gonna mention something completely different. How do people know that there's that in the core? How would that be?
I don't know, but I think
This-
people have been sure about that for a while.
This is like I'm all about science.
I always thought there was peanut butter in the middle.
Peanut butter. I like that example.
Little
But
ball in the bottom.
I'm all about science. I love our scientists guys, and I think they're so smart. But the one thing
and women.
and
Scientist
women.
women.
And I the thing is that the part that doesn't sell me is when they're talking about the Earth was created in a 1/1,000,000th, a fraction of a second, and the whole universe is created. How the fuck you know that shit?
They should be.
Or just to clear up, they say the universe was. The
Universe.
planet took a little bit longer
Yeah.
than that. Yeah, yeah.
Planet took exactly 7 days.
That too.
I have a
need
book
time
that
it out.
tells you step by step.
At least in that version, they have like, okay, this guy did it. But in this one, they're like, there was nothing and then everything.
Yeah.
How?
You know what? I don't know if you want to talk about this, and we don't have to. Just mention it and move on. But we had a very nice conversation today about how we both still believe in God.
Yeah.
And why.
But for the wrong reason. Because everybody in LA is like, yeah, I'm a fucking atheist. Fuck all that shit. I
Everyone.
like Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'm like,
maybe.
I don't know how flowers work. There's probably a guy. It should be good to be people because I don't know how dogwood trees are made.
I'm like, I'm a really shitty person because I'm like, I'm gonna believe in God
What?
just so like at the end, in case he's real, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
That's, dude, I would do that for eternity.
Yeah.
If I get up to heaven and all my atheist friends are wherever, Purgatory, New Jersey, or wherever the fuck, I would go like this for at least 100 years.
I would be like, y'all, I didn't even have to go to church. I was just at the end of my life like, yeah, I give you everything.
All right, I got a slogan. Religion, covering your bases. That's it.
That would be a good tagline for the Bible.
I'm just gonna be like, yeah.
But you hit the damn pole, but you didn't hit the thing last.
I couldn't do that again if you paid me.
I believe in everything. Don't need to go into religion things, but I believe
That's
in
fun.
everything.
I do
Because
too.
it's just like, I don't have time. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life trying to disprove people. And also, like, there's this interesting video I watched. It's not as funny, but it's kind of interesting that he broke down 5 things that people try to use like as science to prove something wrong. He said the last one was when people say scientific fact, because that actually shouldn't. That term doesn't mean anything because science is always about disproving the last thing that you discovered. So yeah.
That's why I like science because it's constantly changing. And yeah, it's like I don't believe in like life or anything. Like I don't like that people are like, this is it and that's all it's ever gonna be. The Earth's not like that. It keeps turning around and we keep putting more shit on it. So
There's too many stupid things for this to be it.
yeah, there's too much stupid things.
You know what's funny about what you were saying before when people are like, the Earth's crust is definitely this, or the Earth was definitely created in this amount of time.
Yeah.
They should be forced by law to say probably somewhere in that sentence.
Probably. They need to say probably.
All right, Mr. Scientist, what year do you think the Earth was created? I don't know. This whether or not they dedicate their entire life to studying that or not. Hey, Galapagos turtle is probably like
Probably.
Probably. They will lose all like.
No,
I
credibility.
wish it was somebody who was supposed to like be specifically that field. He's like, didn't know you were gonna throw that question. Didn't know we did that today.
Whoa,
Okay.
kind of a crazy question. What?
Left field.
We should be the first. We should be the first people to get like Neil deGrasse Tyson on the show and not bring up science.
No.
Yeah,
Favorite
we're supposed
movie.
to talk.
Like,
Yeah.
And don't pick a science movie.
Yeah.
Pick like Die Hard. Like,
Hey, Mr. deGrasse Tyson, if you had to design a Snapchat filter,
I would love to see him answer that. Well, you know, I actually want one that could make my head a little big.
he's like, I don't know, probably a pizza? Pizza-related scenario?
wait, you said scientists should say probably. There's this guy who's made a Kickstarter for him to.
Dr. Probably.
Close, but he's gonna go to every single Wikipedia page and write "and them's the facts" at the end of everything on all Wikipedia pages. And them's the facts.
That's pretty good. How much money is he asking?
I don't know. I didn't look. I just saw that.
1,000?
I
He's
wasn't
making
gonna,
that his
I wasn't
job?
gonna contribute to that.
He's gonna make it his job to say that.
That's his hobby.
Wow.
For the rest of his life.
Every
Them's the
Wikipedia
facts.
page.
Did I do one of these?
No.
I have a horrible Memorex.
Memorex.
Let's buzz through a bunch of these.
Yeah, Dad.
Imagine your friends going on a trip. Recommend a podcast or a song/album and an audiobook. One of each, if you can.
Podcast, song.
Podcast, song, or album, and audiobook.
Audiobooks are one of the most boring things I've ever tried to listen to.
You know, like I can only do it on a plane. I can't do it like at my leisure.
No, I try to do it in a car. I try to do it on a plane. They're so boring.
Okay.
I do not. They read too slow.
So your inner reading voice is more exciting than an audiobook voice.
Also, it's kind of fun to hold the book, and you're like, even if it's on like
I love books.
on your phone, it's better than listening to it.
Okay.
I like that.
I
Matter
like
of opinion, of course.
If I was doing album, I would listen to Drake and Future, "What a Time to Be Alive," which is a
Do you
rap
like
album.
I would have never have guessed.
But this is a rap album about nothing important. Like, if you don't want to think for about an hour and a half, yeah, this is the one. And I got my woman with me, yeah. It's just hilarious ass sounds.
Nice.
Like, yeah.
I'd
So
recommend
that's-
that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that you forget that you're a person.
Sometimes I just choose to bail, and then I have to stick to my guns and officially bail from whatever
I
it is.
respect almost everything you've ever chosen to do in this office, if
Thank
we're being
you.
honest.
I would say that Panda song.
Oh,
Bronson, Atlanta. Panda. That song. It's fucking garbage.
It's-
Nothing is said in in that song.
Somebody wrote that.
He like his voice is so unique. Like the way he talks is like so like different that he literally gets away with going panda, panda, panda.
Bronze in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's how he gets it to rhyme. Okay, there was a big revelation I had when I started working here, because when I listened to like rap music when I was growing up, and I was like, I can't understand what they're saying. They're speaking so fast. I was like, I guess everybody else can keep up with it. I can't keep up with it. And finally I asked somebody, and I was like, wait, you don't understand what they're saying either? I was like, I'm not a complete idiot. Like, I understand.
That's why, dude, every thought that you've ever thought that you think is ridiculous, you have to say out loud. Because you're not the only person like you. You're not as snowflake-esque as you think you are.
Sure.
People, dude, there was my cousin once thought the song Sugar Pie Honey Bunch was saying Certified Helping Center.
What the hell?
Yeah, it goes sugar pie, honey bunch, sugar pie, you know that I love you, like that over and over again. Can't help myself, and for years he was like, Certified Helping Center, certified, you know that I love you, I can't help myself. Oh, so good. You know somebody else in the comment section of this video is gonna be like, holy shit, Certified Helping Center, you too?
No, they're gonna be like, that's not what it says.
There's gonna be one comment that's the highest rated comment.
Yeah.
None of us thought that. Your cousin's crazy.
Certified Helping Center.
Certified Helping Center.
That's what
Sounds
the
like a
kids are
lovely
singing.
place. Why would you not want to go to that place? Hey, I can't understand rap lyrics. Well, welcome to the Certified Helping Center. We got you covered.
Podcast, audiobook.
Oh,
song.
there's this really good one. She didn't text back. Oh,
This
God,
isn't
it's
for that.
so good.
This isn't for that. Don't use table talk for that.
Wait, what episode am I on?
59, 50
Same
something.
Basher
Yeah.
episode of She Didn't Text Back.
They were doing a bit where they were yelling, and they do it right down the hall from where I sleep. And
Yeah.
I came out because they got out of their door and they were yelling, and I peeked inside and I said, "Oh, I finally get to be on the podcast." And then it ends.
Oh, I think it's episode 52. It was our 1-year anniversary. Yeah.
Dude, there was an episode where you and Darren, because I listen because I'm a good friend. You don't have to listen to my podcast.
When I'm on it.
It isn't going back and forth. You've been on my podcast.
I know.
Anyway, yes, Will has been on the podcast. And oops, because Sam, not so much. But there was an episode where the first legitimate 15, you'll be on a podcast.
The first legitimate 50.
The first legitimate 15 minutes of your podcast, you were just talking back and forth with Darren about shit that you couldn't see, and no one else, even if they were in the room, no one else would understand. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, should we talk about that thing? That it's the conversation that happens way before you hit record on
Yeah.
anything you have.
Yeah, Darren does this thing like I never know when he presses record.
Yeah.
And I never know
Sneaky.
when he does shit, and I'll just be like, oh, now we're on it, and like, well,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
that was the last episode I had patience to listen to. For 15 minutes of my life, you were like, well, shit, let me show you this. And you showed me your phone or whatever. I imagine, should we do this or no? And like, no, we can't do that. For 15 minutes! That's too much time to do that.
You know, this called artistic expression.
Some people love it.
You say that about a lot of stuff.
Say that about everything that
Oh my
people
God.
don't like.
I just did the most bullshit art thing yesterday. We have a wall. Like, I know I'm bullshit, or people think it's bullshit. I'm really just saying how I feel. We have a wall in our house where we write things on white paper with a marker and put them on the wall. And I was like, I want to draw a sun because I love it when the sun sets. So I drew a sun, and inside of the sunset, I wrote the word sunset. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put this on the wall. But then I noticed the sun is setting. And I was like, I should put the sunset photo wherever the sun hits right as the sunset goes. And I realized I'm fucking stupid.
No, that actually made a lot of sense by the end of it. What? No, it's at least it's interesting by the end of it. I honestly thought you were gonna say, I was gonna put a picture of the sunset on the wall, and then I looked out the window and the sun was setting, and I wondered why the fuck I was fucking with this picture on the wall when I could just be enjoying the sunset.
No, I see the sunset almost every day. It's one of my life's
You
gifts.
tired
When
of
I
it?
come
It
home-
really is though.
It's awesome. We have a really cool view
Yeah.
of the sunset. But when I come home,
Yeah.
you guys add more and
Humble
more
brag.
papers to that wall.
You're allowed to do that.
I know. It's not that I don't want to. It's just the more and more it starts to look like a serial killer's like thing. It looks like it's like you wrote like Cloud 8-9, and I was like,
No.
What? No, sorry.
It says clouds and bitches.
Sorry, clouds and bitches, and then you write like 38K and just like a bunch of other things. I'm like, if you put this together, there's someone's being robbed. Like somewhere, like if you like, I wish you put like yarn between all of them
And a map.
because you don't put them in order; they're just everywhere.
Yeah.
Connect them.
Yeah.
What about the one that says Tiffany's teeth?
That was Darren. That was Darren.
That was not mine. If I could recommend a bunch of this stuff real quick, I would say podcast. Pete Holmes has a podcast. No. So Pete Holmes has enough followers. He's famous. Millions of people.
It is a
listen to that
good
shit.
podcast, though.
It's so good. It's called You Made It Weird. It's very, very good, especially if you're into comedy. You hear people talking about a lot of stuff. It's also very good just to learn about other people who have been through a lot more than you have. It's very interesting. Also, the No Joke podcast with Adam and Billy. Two of my friends do that, and they talk about their past, present, and future interactions with whatever the subject is. They did junk food, basketball, a bunch of different things, and they have great guests, and it's always fun.
That's interesting.
Song or album, I would recommend all of Riff Raff's first record. Even if you don't like Riff Raff at all, you need to be a part of it.
If you albums that I really like, it would be good on a road trip. Is this there's this artist called some more artsy bullshit. This Japanese artist called Nujabes who takes jazz songs and like jazz samples and rap music and puts them together, and it's like and it's like
Does he rap in Japanese?
No, he never speaks.
Did you ever hear Japanese rap or any kind of Asian
Shingo too.
Eastern rap? It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
heard of. I've
Japan-
never listened to that.
Japanese
Real
is
good.
the best language on earth. It's so like expressive, and when they get on it, oh shokoro da ho sharo.
Yeah, and it's always good.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah.
They
And
fucking
an
kill it.
audiobook, I would do
Every time.
The Book of Drugs by Mike Doty.
Is that good?
It is good. I don't know if everyone would enjoy it. It's just one person's descent into the world of drugs and then rising again like a phoenix, and it's like a one day at a time type thing. My thing was, when I was younger, there was this really weird kind of avant-garde rap indie band called Soul Coughing. Really weird. And when I was first getting into them, when I first found out about them and I was like, I want to go see these guys in concert, they broke up like that day. I went to their website and be like, we fucking hate each other. This is done. So I was like obsessed with them forever. The lead singer, Mike Doty, wrote this book, and it kind of talks about the whole breakup of the band and all that. So it was super interesting for me. Don't know if it'll be that way for everybody, but he's a really good writer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Podcasts. I don't really listen to them. The one that Paul Scheer and To the People, How Did This Get Made, or Your Movie Sucks. I think it's How Did This Get...
Steve was talking about how does this get made.
How Does This Get Made? I picked it up because Steve recommended it, and I listened to it for The Covenant, which is that like 2005
Leonardo DiCaprio.
close boy witch movie that where all the boys are like touch each other and they have magic, and they do a review of that.
What the fuck?
Just watch it.
I
Just
want to
listen
say
to
yes
it.
but I don't at the same time.
Podcast, song, or album. I mean, always just go through all the Beatles stuff, because no matter what, you get to like experience like how like they
yeah.
changed
That's
as
like
people
12
throughout
different
it.
bands.
Yeah, go through that. And then audiobook, listen to Harry Potter. Everybody listens to goddamn Harry Potter when they're on a goddamn road
The
trip.
Beatles really do have like so much range. Like the Beatles at first are like, oh yeah, and
Songs
then-
about hands.
yeah, and then towards the end they're like, don't let me down.
They
Please
ate
grab my
everything.
hand.
Yeah.
Let
They
it
hate
be. It's just
everything.
like, everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Please calm down. Then they go through their weird drug thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Sgt. Pepper's is a fucking weird.
Yeah, because they weren't
Kinda
just
pointless
smoking
album.
weed; they were on that like, what the fuck can we get shit. And-
The drug
Yeah.
that makes you experience your birth and death at the same time. That
Oh,
one.
fuck is that?
Like the DMT, that one with that.
Your birth and death. I gotta get on that one.
Giraffe com. Well, do you want to do another one of these?
Okay.
Look at you drinking water.
I know I have to now. My life is different. Ooh, you don't know how much better my life is now.
That you drink water?
Uh-huh.
It feels a lot better, doesn't it?
It feels a lot better.
Were
Like
you not drinking water before?
no, I used to never drink water.
Did you have kidney stones? Because you were
I
dehydrated?
was on my way. My pee used to be so yellow. But what happened? I didn't realize I was dehydrated because like my ears like wasn't hearing correctly. This is a long story short. One day, like I did this thing. I don't drink tap water until recently. What I did is I got a bottle and I kept filling it up with water, and I kept drinking it and sitting and drinking and sitting, which is something I should have done years ago. And then my tears started watering, and then I could start hearing things better. This was like less than a month ago, and I was like, maybe I should drink water all the time.
It's so important, man.
Now I'm gonna kill myself with this shit. Name one thing you wish you were amazing at. Fucking playing the piano.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I would never tell people I could play the piano until we were at a party.
No, you can't. Or it's like a wedding day thing. Like you get married and you're like, I'm sorry, I just want to do a little something. Like you don't do vows. You bring out a keyboard.
Yeah.
No. Dude, you're all at the after party in a hotel lobby, right?
Oh.
And everyone's ordering pizza and everybody's in their pajamas and they're like, oh man, wouldn't it be awesome if somebody could play this fucking piano? And then you're like, you don't even say anything, you just go, and then you do it. You're like, do you guys like William Joel? And then you do William Joel for hours.
Hours.
And hours.
We would be so impressed with you.
Dude, I told everyone for years that I would trade everything I know on the guitar for half of that on the piano.
I want to play a song where I can do a with my fingers because in movies you're always like, oh, the guy's doing something so cool and he does it with his fingers.
Or along the same lines, anything where you can go like this. I want to hit the piano as hard as I can and I want it to sound good.
I'm into piano playing because I want to be one of those guys that's so confident that there's a whole stadium of people in there and he's just like,
yeah.
and it's all in his face. He's really feeling it.
Dude,
That's where this comes from.
along the same lines, I always wanted to play the piano because they're so much cooler interacting with the microphone than anything else. Here, hold this to my face like it's a microphone. They do this, and then they do this, you know, and that's good. And John Legend will be like,
Totally.
Dude, Bo Burnham is really good at being funny and doing cool mic stuff simultaneously.
Bo Burnham's talented.
And he's smarter than I'll ever be, and he makes me want to stop doing everything I love. Thank you, Bo.
Thanks, Bo. I also
Thank you, Bo.
piano. Right below it, Michael Bublé voice. Frank Sinatra type voice.
Talking voice or singing voice?
Singing voice. No, I can't sing at all. Just saying talk like Michael Bublé.
I just want to answer the phone.
Like
and I
Michael
want to
Bublé. No one knows what Michael Bublé's normal voice sounds like.
It's real weird and aggressive.
Could you imagine? But you'd also hold it back like the piano. You'd be like, "Can you sing?" He's like, "Nah, not really. I don't want to sing that much." And you're like, "Yeah, I'll just play a piano." It's like someone starts playing piano. It's like, "Oh, you know, I'll sing, guys."
And then all of a sudden you're at a wedding and somebody's like, "Does anyone know how to talk like Michael Bublé?" And you're like,
Why do you keep like it's always right behind you?
There's no better like, oh, fucking watch this.
Yeah.
than not saying any real words, and that's left up into interpretation. You go, and then you do the thing.
That or I just like that.
Yeah.
That's like it's so sad.
Like, oh, piano?
Yeah.
That's almost too cocky.
Yeah. You better be fucking good.
It's so much funnier than that.
Yeah.
Hey, does anyone know how to play this piano?
Then you gotta pull that whole. Is this tuned?
I think there's something wrong with the intonation.
How many strings has it got?
Several? Let's do an hour one. Oh, we're at 34 minutes? All right, let's just, one word answer. The pop culture question, what's your favorite Justin Bieber era?
Baby.
Baby Bieber.
I currently love the fuck out of the Justin Bieber era right now because
Even dreadlocks, Justin Bieber?
Grinch fingers.
What?
They look like little Grinch fingers.
I didn't-
Someone pointed that
Oh,
out. They
yeah.
look like Grinch fingers.
I just like how like he doesn't care anymore. When like back like 2 or 3 years ago, he'd always be like, "I'm matching clothes," and now he's like, "I'm wearing whatever."
Yeah.
I mean, you pretty much got a Justin Bieber outfit.
You look
if you
fucking great today.
Yeah,
Can
you
I
do.
say that?
You killed
look
it.
like a sexy, smelly marker.
You.
You know how excited you
But
get
isn't
when
that
you
good?
get like cherry markers or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yes, Sophia. Dude, whenever Sophia comes and looks at the timer, I get so self-conscious. I'm so confident in myself 23 hours of the day. And then Sophia can come and be like, how long has this been going on? And I'm like, oh, everything is wrong. Thank you so much for joining us on Table Talk. I liked him when he did that fucking song, What Do You Mean? Do you want your questions on Table Talk? You go ahead and put them in the comment section, and I'll personally go look at them with my eyes. If you put the hashtag Table Talk afterwards, and then I'll print them out and I'll put them in this bowl, and then we'll put them on this thing, and then we'll do this.
Never let anybody tell you how to feel. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
I don't want to spend too much money.
3 loaves of bread for lunch.